Hello. It's now been a few days since I bought this jumper, and I've been thinking back and forth, I have to be honest, and in order to either keep it and wear it as it is, that jumper, just to keep it for as a sleeping jumper, because it definitely fits me. I just tried it on. Keep it as a sleeping jumper because it has a nice neck warmer as well, or actually do what I wanted to do with it and unthrottle it and use it for my own projects. And I don't know, I was standing in front of this thing for the past, I think, 15 minutes thinking back and forth, keeping it, not keeping it, keeping it, not keeping it, and I just keep thinking I'm just gonna try it and unravel it and try to make a better jumper out of it, like more quirky, more funky than this one, because it is glitter after all. It is glitter grey after all, so I will do my best to unravel it all. I have nothing to make a yarn ball out of it. All is going to be by hand. I hope I'm not going to freak out and just regret the whole thing. That's why I was thinking about it for so long. But let's try, because I've been watching a couple of videos on YouTube and all these people have stuff where they can twist the yarn onto, which I do not have. I have nothing like that. This is my first ever project that I'm trying to redo into something else. The other reason I was thinking of not doing it is because it is quite fluffed up, like bundled up. I don't know if you can actually see. It is lots of fluff bundled up, so it's not a very new version anymore. Someone probably washed it the wrong way and just had it on quite a lot. That's the other reason why I thought maybe not. Maybe it's going to be too difficult and takes too long time. Anyway, I decided I'm going to go for it and I'm going to do something better out of it. I might even use it for my first jumper project. I'm not sure. So, final decision, I'm going to make it into yarn, if it's possible. If not, I unfortunately just destroyed a very good woolly jumper that I could have worn at night, especially in the van. That's when you need stuff like this at night. Anyway, hopefully I'm not gonna have regrets. Cool. Let's get this started. I'm not gonna explain or anything. I'm not gonna show the process because that's just gonna be way too long. I'm just gonna have to cut through this stuff, like where it's gotten together. It's gonna be a bit of fiddling around, but let's see. I don't think it's going to be done within an evening. We'll see. Oh my god, wish me luck. I'm a bit worried. It really is a nice jumper, it really is, but it's too plain for my liking. I just like the yarn because it's glitter grey and I can put this into some better. I do it. Alright, I do it. Let's get started. Alright, this is why I didn't want to film this. It is literally the most fiddly work because it's so fluffy. Gosh, I just tried to pull some of these things apart. I have a little hole already in here. and I'm going to continue with that. I just wanted to show you the quick process of, I just got the neck warmer off, and it took me, oh, probably like 10-15 minutes, I think. And now I'm unraveling it into my hand, basically. And it's super easy, and I didn't expect it to be this easy. The ends are a bit fiddly because of, like I said, it's very fluffy. There's a lot of fluff going on. And yeah, well, it's just saying this, it just unravels really easy. Once I got the start of it, I have to be a bit careful in those parts, but it's easy to stretch it like this, and I just pull it. So I'm going to continue with that and see how long that takes me. Like, the ends are very difficult, but I'm trying not to rip the yarn apart. But for now, super easy to do. Right, and this is my first ball that I unraveled for the yarn, and that's just the neck warmer or the cowl, whatever you want to say. And I already regretted that I've done it, because it ripped probably 5 times now, so I had to put it back together, like knot it back together. Luckily this is just for my jumper project, so I'm just gonna cut that off and make it a bit more neat, but for selling that's definitely not happening. So yeah, and it's super thin and fluffy thread, which is mad when you think about it. I weigh it as well. It's on the scale. $46 grams, so almost coming to one of those 50-gram balls that you can get in the shops. So that's the top part. It took me about 1.5 hours to get this done, roughly. And it's super fluffy, as I said. Unraveling is like it gets stuck all the time. Anyways, moving on to the body parts. Right, and here we are, literally 2 days later. I know the lighting is again absolute crap, so I'm trying to do just as good as I can in this lighting. But anyway, as you can see right there, that's all I've got out of it. So I've used it all up, the whole jumper. There were no bits and pieces left out of it. I literally unraveled the whole thing. So I came up with, if they don't fall out of my hand right now, I came up with this amount, which is in total 9 balls, and they're all different sized. Like obviously the arms are shorter than the body part, and this is what I got out of it. It is, put this right there. It is mad. Yeah, it was a mad situation. I took 2 evenings, I would say, roughly about 12 hours or a bit longer, and the thread or the yarn itself is so thin. It is really, really thin. So what I have to do is probably take 2 balls simultaneously and lay them on top of each other and then start using it in order to make it work with the other yarn that I have. My idea was to use these balls to start making the spiral for my jumper, and I think that's how I'm gonna do it, because otherwise I don't know what to do with this. It's a nice glitter. I looked up on eBay as well where I could find a glitter like this, but I have not been able to. They're all spiraled, and I didn't look long enough actually to just find the one that is this type of glitter. But anyway, it is a very unique situation, and I had quite a bit of fluff of them while I wound them up into a ball. Yeah, after all, for £6.99, or basically £7 jumper in size L, it's got me, I put that on the screen right now, got me about 480 grams of yarn, and that is about half the price as if I would buy 500 grams of glitter grey yarn online. That would cost me at least 10 to 12 bucks for just grey glitter. And yeah, it took roughly 12 hours of my time. So basically 2 evenings not doing anything else but unraveling a jumper. And is it worth it for me? I am absolutely exhausted, and I already had enough after unraveling half of one arm. So would I do it again? No, because it is not worth my time to do this. I might as well just pay £6 more, get the balls already started, like ready to go, and then start my crocheting, because in my opinion at the moment I just see it as a pretty waste of time, because it is taking such a long time, because I have nothing else. I have no additional tools in order to speed up the process. All I did was super manual by hand, and it was just horrible. It was, yeah, very monotone work, and my brain was switching off after a while. I was listening to some podcasts, but wow, it was very boring work, and very frustrating, because that yarn was very fluffy, and so it got hung up everywhere all the time, and they're all not in one piece as well. I had to tie them together when they were splitting up and stuff, not with my fault, but with the how it been made. So yeah, that's my roundup for this situation, and yeah, let me know if you have questions in the comments. Otherwise, that's the wrap up for this video. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.